Hello friends, welcome back to my channel CS Corner, and this is Sunita. Friends, if you are new to my channel, please do subscribe my channel to see my upcoming videos. Friends, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to create and manage Google Classroom. Google Classroom is free app or web services developed by Google for creating and managing assignments. The primary purpose of Google Classroom is to streamline the process of sharing files between teachers and students. Using Google Classroom, you can give assignment to your students, you can share your files or notes to students, you can track the activity done by the students. So friends, let's start with Google Classroom.
If you want to use Google Classroom, you must have Gmail account. So after creating Gmail account, log in with that and then go to Google Apps. Just scroll down below. You can see there is an option of Classroom. You can select this option to enter to Classroom. There is another way also for log into Google Classroom. What you have to do, you have to go to classroom.google.com and you just click on enter. This page is also going to take you to Google Classroom. And so you can see this is what my classroom. I'm using Google Classroom from several years, so I'm having different classes which I'm managing. Are the classroom in which I'm teacher. So let me show you that part. If you click on this classes, you get all this option, and if you click on main menu, you will get this option. So this is a teaching part, and below is the enroll part. So these are the classes where I'm teaching, and this is the class where I have enrolled as a student. So let me click on any of this class. So if I click on this class, you can see this is what the page which I'm getting. So I'm a teacher, so I'm getting all these different tabs. If I click on a class where I have enrolled, so this is what a class where I have enrolled. So now I'm getting some different tabs. So two ways of accessing your classroom, either by going to Google Apps taking option as classroom, or another option is directly go to classroom.google.com. You can install Google Classroom app on your mobile devices also. If you are iOS user, go to Apple Store, or you can go to Play Store if you are an Android user, and download a Google Classroom app and just log in with your Gmail account, and then you can start using that. So we have various options available over here. I will be showing you all this one by one.
Let me take one of the class and show you how it looks when your students enrolls and when you assign activity or assignments to student. So this is what name of the class and this is what number of students enrolled. So let me click on this class name. So I'll get something similar to this. So here you will get whatever post or assignment you have given to students, and then there is a classwork. So you can see classwork. I'm having topics, and in that topics I have given assignment presentation, and then whether student has done that assignment or not. So total 21 students are enrolled in this course and they all have submitted the assignment. So it is showing me that 21 turned in, and below let me show you this part. In this also everyone has submitted the assignment. Now here I guess, okay, so out of 21, only 18 has submitted and 3 has not submitted. So it shows all the detail. And so why I'm showing this part, because when I create fresh account, in that case you won't be able to see all this part. So let me show you turned in, who has submitted at what date and whether they are late or not. So you can see this is what my screen which I'll get. So I'm getting submitted, and then someone has submitted late, so I'm getting that part also. And these are my students. This is what a student works, and this is what instructions which I have given for submitting this assignment. So similarly I have other classes also. I can see the activity in that class. So this is what people tab. over there I'm having teachers and students enroll. Then grading, friends, I'm going to create a separate video for grading, how to do grading. So in this I have not graded the students, so therefore it is showing me what, nothing over here. So now let me show you how to create classroom and how to add students to classroom, how to add teachers to classroom. Friends, let's begin with creating a classroom and adding students to classroom. So you can see here I have taken one another account, a fresh account. In that I'm not having any classroom. So this is a plus button. You can click on this plus button for creating a class. If you are a teacher, you can click on create class. If you are a student, you can click on join class. So let me click on this create class. If you click on that option, it is going to give you some privacy and security protection awareness part. So just you need to click on this checkbox that I have read and understand the notices. So let me click on this and let me click on continue button. It is asking me class details, so let me provide all the details over here. So for example, I am giving demo YouTube as my class name, and then I'm providing section as A. Then you can provide subject. I'm providing subject as computer science. And then room, let me give room as virtual room, and then I'll click on create. You can see, friends, it has created a class for you. So the class name is demo YouTube and section is A, and this is what class code. Now what here it is showing me, it is giving me some hint that this part is used for creating announcements. So let me cross this. This is what the important part which you are going to share with your student. So this is the class code which I am going to share with my student so that they can join this class. So friends, let me explain you these tabs, the purpose of these tabs. So first we have stream tab. In stream tab, I'm going to get all the posts which all teachers has done or student has sent any comments. So I'll get all the things over here. This option is used for reusing the post. The next tab is the classwork tab. The classwork tab is most amazing and useful tab in Google Classroom. It is used for posting your assignment, posting your quizzes, your questions, your notes or materials, or for reusing your post, as well as for creating topics. Next tab is People tab. So what is People tab? Here I can add teachers or co-teachers as well as students. So to add teachers, you need to click on this plus sign and you need to type email of a teacher. Currently, I am not adding any teacher. Let me show you how to add students. You need to click over here, invite students, and type mail of a student. So I'm typing mail, one of my mail ID over here. So let me type this mail ID. So I'm getting this. I need to click on invite button. So as soon as I click on invite button, a invitation is sent to this email ID. You can see over here, it is showing me invited. Now what I'll go to inbox of this and I'll see whether I'm getting invitation or not. So let me quickly go to Gmail box of that mail ID. So Gmail. Okay, here it comes my inbox. So you can see, friends, I got the invitation, class invitation, demo YouTube. So teacher has invited a student. So I'm getting this invitation. So hello, name of teacher has invited you to the class name. Then student has to click on this join button. As soon as student click on join button, the student has enrolled to that class. So it is asking, are you want to join this class? I'll click on join. So now just see whether it has enrolled you in that course or not. So friends, you can see now you have been enrolled to this course. So now I'll go to below and you can see previously I had enrolled to only this course. Now I'm getting demo YouTube also. Friends, this is one way where teacher can send invitation to students and students can join the classroom. Another way is what students can go to Google Classroom and they can click on join button and they can enter the code which teacher has shared with them. So let me show you how to do that. So now I will be clicking on this plus sign, join class, and then let me enter that class code and click on join. So it is going to take you to that course. So this is what the course, now it is having nothing in this. So that was joining and inviting students. Friends, now let me show you Stream tab once again. There are various settings you can do in Stream tab. So friends, if you want to change theme, then you can do by clicking on select theme. So select theme shows me already available themes depending on the category. You can select any of the category which you want. What it will do, it will apply the theme. So I have selected the theme, it has applied the theme. Another way is what, if you want to upload your own theme which is available onto your PC, so you can click on select photo from computer and you can select photos which you want to upload. So I'm selecting one photo which is there on my hard disk. So it is uploading that photo. It takes moment to upload the photo. It's done. So now what it is asking you to adjust the images what you want to show over there. So just select the part which you want to display. So I've selected this and select. So now it will change from the applied theme to other theme which you have uploaded from your PC. Okay, so this was a changing of theme. Now let me show you few more things from this main menu. So class, I'm having only one class. Okay, so the first option is classes, which is going to show you the available classes. Now you can see it is showing me classes and one student who have enrolled. So if you are a teacher, it is going to show you this grading option. If you are a student, then this, instead of this option, you have some other option. So let me show you. Okay, so I'm a student in this case. So what option I'll get instead of grading? So I'll go to classes and now you can see what it is showing me. It is showing me my work part over here. So what work I have been assigned and what work I have done, that is shown over here. Friends, one more thing I would like to show you. If you are a teacher, then what tab you get, and if you are a student, what tab you get. So I'm a student in this course, so you can see this email ID. I'm a student in this course, so I'm having only 3 tab. I don't have grading tab. And if you are teacher in the course, then you have another tab known as marks or grading tab. As well as there is a difference between this people tab also. So I'm a teacher, I can see all the teachers teaching in this particular classroom as well as students who have joined. But if you are a student, you can't see other students, you can see only the teachers who are teaching in this particular class. So using this people tab, you can invite other teacher also. For example, in a single class, if there are 4 to 5 teacher who are teaching, you can invite them by clicking on this button. So that is the major difference between student tab and teacher tab. Now let me show you another part, that is a calendar option. So calendar option shows whatever assignment you have given, the due date entry is there in calendar part. So when I'll assign particular assignment, I will show you this calendar part. Then to review is what, if you have given any assignment, whether you have reviewed or not review. Let me show you by this class which I'm already having, which I'm already managing. So in this, I'll go to review and then I'm getting option to review and reviewed. So if I have already reviewed, I'll get in this part. If I have not reviewed, I have not given marks to students, I'm going to get in this part. Taking all classes, I'm taking this class. So you can see what option I'm getting. mark as reviewed. So you have seen this assignment and you want to mark this as reviewed. So as soon as you click on mark as review, it is going to go in this part. Let's see next option, that is archive classes. In Google we don't have option for deleting classes directly. So what I can do, I can archive my classes and then later on I can restore. So over here you can see one option, archive. So this class is now archive. You can't use this class. So if you want to later on restore this class, you need to go to again archive classes and just click on this restore button. So again it will come back to your classes. So now if I go to my classes, I'm going to get this class. Let me show you this ellipsis. So I'm having three options: edit, copy and archive. Edit, if you want to edit the details like name, section, subject, then you can click on edit button. Copy option is going to create same copy option is going to make copy of this class but without student. So this is what copy, but you can see in after copying we are not having students, only the details are copied. So if you have same subject, same room number, then you can click on copy option. And archive we have already seen. Then I'm getting one more option over here, move option. So you can move your class from here to here or from here to here. That is a move option, where you want to move before or to the end or to the beginning. That is what move option. Okay, so friends, now let me show you this classwork part in detail. So over here we have option assignment. I can give assignment to students by clicking on assignment. Very interesting part. So just click on got it and title. For example, I'm giving title as security unit 1 assignment, and then you can write instructions. So write all answers on separate pages. This is what my instruction. And then what I can do, I can upload assignment by clicking on this option. If I'm having that assignment in Google Drive, I can go for this option. If I have link, some link of website, I can click on this option. If I'm having my file on my hard drive, I can click on this option. If I'm giving question on certain YouTube video, I can go for this option. So let me select any of this option. So I'm selecting Google Drive. I'm having certain assignments available over here. I can select any assignment. So for example, I'm selecting, this is just a demo, so I'm selecting this PDF as a assignment. So it has been inserted. So this is what my assignments, you can say students can view the file. So now maths, this are the two PDF which I have attached. You can attach doc also, Excel also, any kind of materials. So JPG, even JPG file also, or image file. Then I'm getting options, students can view, students can edit, make copy for each student. So for example, I'm giving this assignment and students want to write onto notebook and they want to submit. So then I can go for students can view the file. If I'm giving editable PDF or some PPT where students wants to add their point, then I can select this option, make a copy for each student. So now I don't want to do that. I can just click on student can view the file, and then over here to whom you want to assign. So you want to assign to all students or you want to assign to particular students, you can select from this. And then what marks you are giving for this particular assignment. So suppose I'm giving 10 marks for this assignment, and then you can select a due date. So I'm selecting date and I'm giving time. So date and time. Next is topic. So always friends, always put your assignment in topic so that it should be segregated. For example, in a class, if there are four teacher teaching four different subjects, so create topic for four subject. So suppose I'm having topic as security, so I can give this as security. So always this assignment is going to come in security part. This rubric part I'm going to show you in my grading videos. So now currently I'm not touching this part. And then finally what you have to do, you have to click on assign. So a work has been assigned to a student who has enrolled. Now what I'll do, I'll go to students part and I'll show you how student can see assignment. So now in this I'm going to my this class, my enroll class demo YouTube, and then I can see the message. So this person, the teacher has posted a new assignment, security unit 1. If I click on this, I can see the instruction as well as I can see the PDF which teacher has uploaded. So this is what the PDF which teacher has uploaded. Then you can add comment over here. So this comment is going to show to teacher, and then you can see the marks is also shown and due date is also shown. Then your work, so students can submit assignment by clicking on add or create, and whatever, if they are doing in doc or if they are scanning, they can submit here. And then here we have two types of comment. One is class comment, one is private comment. So this private comment is only shown to this teacher, and if the student is giving class comment, then it is going to appear to all students as well as teacher. So this was what a student's part. Now let me go back again to a teacher part. So teacher, you can see assignment has been created, and then view assignment. Nobody has turned up because the due date is given. Now let me go to classes and you can see it is showing me due, and then here I have one option. This is what a folder option. So whatever task you are giving, that all task or assignment or materials are saved in Google Drive. So you can click on this. A folder has been created with your class name. So you can see classroom demo YouTube class name folder has been created, and whatever is coming, it is going to be saved over here. Next part, again classwork part, you can create topic also. You can see one topic which I added over there. You can have topic like this. So always create topic depending on subject. So I'm having other subject also, for example cloud. So I will be giving cloud as topic name. I have another topic as Java. So I can give topic as Java and I can click on this add button. So now a three topic has been created over here. Now I want to post material. So I can go to this material part and then I can assign material over here. Now it is showing me how to do that. So again, for example, I'm giving Java unit 1, and then let me add my material. So for example, it is available on my PC, so I can click on that part. So upload, browse, and then I can select my full file. So Java unit 1 notes, I'm giving some description, notes for unit 1, and then I can select the topic from here. I'm giving that Java, and then post. So whatever you do, everything is saved automatically. So now you can see in Java I'm getting Java unit 1. Students can see the assigned notes to him or her. So let me go to again this. Now you can see a posted a material Java unit 1. Then if you want to say thank you to your teacher, or you can put a comment over here. Finding reuse post very useful option in Google Classroom. Suppose I'm teaching one subject from 2-3 years and I have posted that material to in my previous classes, so I can reuse that post also. So just click on reuse post and then you can select that from which class you want to reuse the post. So which post you want to reuse. So for example, I want to reuse post from demo YouTube and select the post. Which post I want to reuse? I want to reuse this post. So I'm selecting this. So you can see a post has been reused. Now I can change my detail over here, security notes, and then I can assign. All details are going to remain same, so you don't have to change anything. So that is what useful for. So you don't have to enter details again. So a reuse post, amazing part of Google Classroom. And then next part is what? Quiz assignment and questions. You can create quizzes also. For this, what it is doing, it is showing me a blank Google Forms. So first let me write quizzes on security. So instructions, attempt all is my instruction, and then let me click on blank quiz. So it has created one Google form, and then what you can do, you can design this form as per your need, and then I can assign a question. Suppose I'm giving question as, is virus harmful? So this is what my question. I can give option as yes, another option as no, and I can tick mark the correct option, answer key, yes, virus is harmful, and done. So a quiz has been created and you can click on required field so that students has to attempt this part. A quiz has been created. You can see I have created only one quiz. If you want, you can create whatever quizzes you like. This is another part, Google Form, so I'm not taking this part in detail. So let me close this. Now if you see this, if you open this, a Google Form has been created. Automatically everything is saved because all things works in Google Drive, so everything has been saved. Suppose you don't want to create a Google form, you can click on this add button and you can select some other quizzes also. If you have ready-made quizzes in your doc format or another format, then again you can select all students or the students whom you want to assign, and then grading. So for example, I'm giving as 20 marks, and then quizzes, I want to give some date to this quizzes. So for example, then at 12 o'clock or at 1 o'clock. So then, and topic, so it's security related, and then click on assign. So a quiz has been assigned to a student, they can attempt. So let's go to stream tab and let's see what we are getting. We gave questions, we gave notes, we reused notes, and we created quizzes. Now again, classwork. Next part is what question. This is what, suppose I want to give some questions to students and I want them to write here only. So I can have that option also. Okay, I'm giving question as what is computer security. So this is what my question, and I want student to write answer over here. So I can select short answer, or if you want you can have multiple choice question also. So and then you can give option as any instructions. Write any 5 lines. Okay, then create, and then I can give doc so that students can answer in this doc. and let me change name. Answer is my dog name. Now what student can do, they write their answer in this dog. So I can select this option, student can edit answer, and then again you can select the due date, whatever due date you want, and time, suppose time I'm giving, and then topic again I'm selecting as security, and then ask. So again a question has been created. Now done with all this part. So this was all related to creating assignment, quizzes, and then now if I click on Java, you can see what has come in Java, whatever I entered by selecting topic Java, and then cloud, no topic in no questions in cloud, and then security. I created few quizzes, few assignments that are there in security. So then people tab, I have already explained you what is people tab. You can enter the person mail ID, teacher mail ID, student mail ID. So for this part, for marks or grading part, friends, do watch my next video. In that I'm going to explain how to handle grading part. Let me show you what is this setting part. So you can see it is showing me class code. I can share this class code with my students. Then student can post and comment. Always take this part so that it should be a interactive class. Otherwise if only teacher can post comment, then there will be no interaction. So take student can post and comment. Marking part I will be showing you in my next video. So this was all related to class settings. Now I will show you one more part. So let me go to this classes tab, and here let me go to settings. Okay friends, so now what I'm having over here, receive email notification. So do not off email notification, because if you off email notification, you are not going to get any notification if students are uploading assignment, or they are doing comments, or they are sending any private message to you, or any submission, resubmission, or schedule post. No notification will be sent to you by Google Classroom. So always select this receive email notification, and student also feel amazing that they have submitted, they have received some quizzes and all that thing. Okay, let me now show you the last part, the whatever assignment I have assigned to students, how students can view that assignment. So this was my quizzes. So you can see a Google form is coming. Students can attempt the Google form, yes or no. So yes, and then student can submit, or student can open the assignment. So now I can give private comment. Done is my comment. Let me go back to the teacher part, and let me show you what I'm getting. Show you the student has submitted the quiz. So did I got the quiz, and what it is showing me now? Can you say this? So it is showing me, so quizzes on security, rest part it is showing me assigned only, but for quizzes on security it is showing me handed in, since the student has handed or submitted the quizzes. So what you can do, you can make mark as review, or you can click and you can see the students what marks or grading as student got. So if you want to give marks, you can give marks to the student. Since correct answer, so I have given marks 20, and then I can click on return button. So I can give message to students also, well done. So that they should also feel amazing. So students got the message, well done, and student gave message to teacher as done. So now the thing is done for that particular students. So if you go to review, you can see a sign handed in is now 0 and mark is 1. This one. So this way you can assign quizzes or assignments and you can return to your students. Now students will get what? Well done message over here. Okay. So this is what your student classwork. So students can click on view your work. So whatever work student has done, so quizzes, and student has got this marks. Okay, so this way you can assign quizzes, assignment, or you can give notes to your student, and then you can return marks to students. You can review whatever assignments or quizzes they have given, and very interactive part. The friends, I'm using from so many years and I'm finding it very useful. I hope you will also start using Google Classroom, and let me know your review in comment box about the Google Classroom. Friends, thank you for watching my video till end. If you like my videos, do subscribe my channel and share with your friends. If you like my video, please hit on like button, comment button, and do share with your friends. Thank you. Bye bye.